tried numerous hamstring stretches and still there's no progress. Well, you need to look at something called reciprocal inhibition. In order for a muscle, one side of the joint to contract, the other side must relax, and that is basically reciprocal inhibition. So in order for our hamstrings to relax so we can stretch them fully, we must look at contracting, engaging our quads and our hip flexors. A great way from doing this is from a standing position. We're going to start on the right side, so really anchor that left foot down into the floor. You're then going to lift your right leg, keeping the leg straight and the back straight. Lift as high as you're able to, take the hands to the waist, breathe, see if you can hold for roughly 10 seconds and then lower all the way down. Now, repeat this 5 times and perhaps you're able to get a little bit higher by the time you're on that 5th round. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, I can't possibly balance for that long on one leg. If that's the case, use that chair, wall, or whatever it is you need to keep your back straight, to be able to lift your leg, hold, maybe find a bit of balance, take your hand away and release. Once you've done that, come and join me for step 2. Okay, so for step 2, we're going to actually stretch out the hamstring itself. And you may want to grab a couple of blocks. If you haven't got blocks, you can use some books. So placing the blocks underneath the hands and extending the right leg. Make sure, obviously, you do both sides here. You want to really drill the heel of the foot down into the floor and keep that leg straight. By all means, if this is really uncomfortable, please put a little bend in your knee there. Using the blocks here, lengthen the spine, take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, if there's any movement at all, you can sink forwards. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. Make sure you do both sides. If you've watched some of my mini tutorials before, you're probably going to already know what part 3 is, and yes, you've guessed it, the nervous system. So for us to incorporate everything that we've learned, for it to be really effective, to get the hamstrings to stretch at their optimal length, we must tell the nervous system this is safe to do so. And the best way of doing that is 1, taking our time in the stretch, but also breathing, relaxing the body and only engaging where we need to. Start by taking a breath in, a lengthening, and then as you breathe out, softening, relaxing, 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 taking the hands wherever they feel comfortable at this point. And you're going to take 5 deep breaths in this position, sending clear signals to your nervous system, this is in fact safe. And on that 5th breath, you may find that you can just slide the hands a little closer towards the ankles. Now, it is important, I must say, to keep the toes pointing up, keeping the heels pushed down into the floor. And hopefully after that, you're finding that your hamstring stretches are finally making progress. Do let me know how you got on, and if you like this video, let me know, and I'll do more videos like this.